any day I did my story show bro. October answer na me introduce me guest no me take of the day say yen hwe ya abrabo mu yi ni yen hwe tete mi say oman ni mu ayedin oman ni mu ayedin na so ye ti oman ni mu so ye so ka ho bi ade ba kwa me notice na nsi ye ni say ye depreciations na e ko from ni say ye cd na nketwa ni enten use no that come breaking it down ye na ehu that ye 1 peso ye 5 pesos na ye neglect no beni na no eno e na ama sa de na de aba tafe no adwene a ho hwe my story show and I'm a guest Greater Accra NDC for large opposition Greater Accra ha no NDC dom frefo Greater Accra Nkramantem and I say friends national regional organizer Greater Accra regional organizer your friend Anthony Kwame Nukpenu ano before ye baba the politicians no Okanko no current NDC chairman so what to as regional organizer but do say politics so but you see idea so na when you say you know my story show the be the be sana brabo maybe o school ya wono he ene oye votarian na o say oye adani ni din no ano e gan adan gbe ni din no o can both language maybe sana be kire o che wani ehun maybe o start if you obey NDC ni obey regional organizer so me introduce me guest Anthony Kwame Nukpenu
Onia.
Abume. Very controversial man.
Really. I'm principled. Very principled.
On my story show, you share no say why na Anthony Nukpenu.
Yo, that's it. That's it. Ewa kwenya we a odi ama me ewie say ye kaye abrabo mu nsem ni ye amanyo nsem. Mechia ahwefo ni etiefo nyina. Anthony Kwame Nukpenu ye Ghana ni this year. Major Ninina, the free Farmantem. Yawunu, somewhere in the late 70s. Michelle Camp. Papa Australian. So the one Michelle my brother I had all my primary education in Michelle Camp Basic Services. We proceeded to Jonathan, ended at Sogagopa Senior High School somewhere in 2007.
Now, your was saying,
I'm a ninth born of a family of 11.
Hey, Uncle, 9. Na boy abrabo nkomo ka 9 out of 11 ye na wo akiri no papa wo pa wa mada
Oh yeah.
Hey, we so jadi ntia na ye ni nkomo ka
African
ye ni nkomo ka ye hwe
no papa ya Africania
ye hwe abrabo school any mo 9 no parents and
oh yeah, father military man, me a petty trader, so life was not rosy, but we had a good life to say. We all had education to tertiary level.
if school akasa se we
school the primary education
primary
was Michelle Camp Basic Services Basic. Yes, so full school. If you want to call kindergarten, you want to call primary, I want to JHS in 1994.
Okay.
And I call Ganata
Secondary School. GSS.
Yeah.
94 the name GSS.
Yeah. Ganata Senior High School, Ganata Secondary School. Dodoa. Namide Kogi or Sogakopa Secondary School.
Who call primary days?
College.
Then now Kaipa primary days, teacher Ben now kind of.
Oh. Teachers in there be I think those days and then I make us say the Asian Tigers actually kindergarten for how to assemble toys and transform into robotics and engineering. Yeah, you are still teaching our children how to sing black sheep. That's the curriculum you are still thinking about. So when the country is progressing, it's the curriculum for the basic. Because at the HM, kindergarten, black sheep, a lion has a tail, two little black birds singing, those kind of things still in our curriculum. How do we progress? But those were the things that we were taught to just keep our interest in school. I believe so. The reason why time was to keep our interest in school. Whereby obenya cocoa biano, obenya rice water, obeto nyum, where seashore. So every day person also because Adam. But the current situation, no, in Korano will be on our electronic gadgets. So there should be a transformation in the basic education to tune their mind into the global world.
Yeah, chance I have brother now go school. One and your favorite, then at least you raise me grew up on a favorite teacher. And our favorite then and go school, yeah, primary stage into Okoye GSS, you know, like from kindergarten to then
kindergarten na your friend teacher be teacher Maggie. Uber school ade oba Joe the way oba ma we ni aje. So he always held us in school to primary. How the other about hop oh yes
school yeah
about
if you the small
but okay few so unye ni je into so school.
Okay.
And we were walking barefooted those days to school. And Papa Ghana 80s. We were down rubber and Pabua, I get me. And I remember those days, I say because we didn't have educated soap to a so and check your nails, neatness and those things were there. And my school term, we are always up. And those things trading us because like house chores was being learned there because we were proud how to clean and those things. Today, most of those things are not there. It kept us moving.
11 children. No, if you say, Papa, 11, party.
11. Oh, yeah, they were, and we were spaced out. We were not June, July. Obia 3 years. From my elder sister to the last born who cried there, between the last born and New Dimechi, I think 9 years.
Oh, okay. So that means
retired child, retirement child.
No, pension baby.
Pension baby. No, military crisis here.
Oh, okay.
So it was not easy, but it was.
If you nipa living here, coca.
Well, that coca wasn't there. Mami will be a very disciplined. I was sure mama.
So mami a day.
Mami free voter region.
No, Papa.
Mami free Sokpe. The town before the Sokpe bridge.
Oh, okay.
Where Sokpe. Then after the bridge is the Sokpe. That is my father's hometown.
Oh, just any
so but it's a family. This thing. They used to call it Tenu. Tenu view.
Oh, okay.
Tenu ba. Enti Tenu man no ya cross ya ba Sokpe. And Tenu ni manu eka no ho enti. So it's a family. One family people, the Tong people, we are one family.
Okay. Tong, okay, Tong, okay.
Tong, yeah. I'm a proud Tong from Fievia to Gama.
Oh, Mona Moka.
Avagalamudon. Teva Avagalamudon. Able.
Okay. Okay. So, we feel on our call SS. Since I'm in SS. SSS.
Secondary school. That's what we call secondary school.
No, you need part one.
We troubles because any of the Nyasa Queniano. Yes, to where we JSS. When you grade Papa would you call second?
Coach ne fee 1 year and sana.
No, me buy
oh, okay.
Yes.
Which one we so better if you and sana.
I say yeah, Satan you true I'm check
so which one then August maybe. JSS for no.
I think true August.
Oh, okay.
Until the next year and you go school. It's that time after that so now it is young.
First time I call school with last time I know your parents or first time boy and come do campus.
Well, me do Ganata. Gofunu hu me say chara kwa we na me seniors bi mu ho. You know money me. Me say kwa we wild. Me ma enya no wild. O ma me sua me chobos ni trunk from administration to house 4. I told them look we embo me hu because me ma be me once na me ba no. I've tuned myself say hey, it will happen. But the next day no I was like their friend. And we were rolling to me other colleagues probably no move for send me was second year and third year. Because me go school for day one.
Okay.
Day one at school. So me networking whole environment now seniors now minimum free the same share cam. So now minimum we find you. So I minimum church and corners. Until next day, third day when I'm here Charlie my big crowd campus. Uncle Bagami me bully. Later on me who say Charlie I can so phone one I share about my so It's part of it.
School, come on, send no can like see the who next time any school come on first year, second year, like first time I go school, who parent now you are no more with your brothers and sisters, and you parent. Now, bro, what to say? Those who you bully each other, bro.
Oh, eh, like over 50, like you miss home, but
Yeah.
I it was my mind to go to school to go and learn another environment, to have another life from Awufo. So it was okay with me. I didn't feel the vacuum so much. Yes, maybe aduane a wodi wo fi na wonya wa ha ndi because of whatever, but you have to make your mind say that is how life should transit. So there's a time that you should also be somewhere at a particular time. I felt cool. It was okay for me. I never miss. Me papa na dey because me say on content because but I want to come to secondary school. That zeal was in me. I want to go to secondary school. So
The day out show final exams, SS.
well, that day I told myself the last full stop here I would take alcohol. The morning to the paper. That was the first day I would take alcohol.
Hey.
Yes.
Why?
So yeah, because I have entered the world of uh, another journey of my life. Well, then I was 18 years. So the last paper was, I think, was it biology, something like that. I forgot the paper. Year around 3 or so, 3:30 or teaching. Me interest here to be. No teacher can stop you from going to town. So straight to town, Ekoto Castle Bridge, one bottle, 4 boys.
Nah, okay, ne can home.
So that girl be anyone. A rootman those days. I don't deal with girls those days. And they thought yogurt.
Hey, bad combination.
And then they fry. That was the day I started alcohol.
Hey,
Look at the combination.
yogurt.
We took the titration method from the chemistry lab and how to mix it.
Oh, okay.
And I did do crew. Now, because we were very drunk. So returning back to campus was very difficult for us. And walking from Suawapa town to our campus, we have to go through some bush. Nti kaya ko na ye do baby na I'm say headmaster that I know I taught some alachaka bi or the disturb your campus. Na ye school they say na dey be kaya buso achama achire no. So the like ni see nso na ejina gwan say who are you? Why? Oh, when we school team. Say ye school what can you do? The only thing you can do is when I'm coming for my results, but that one the law will not even permit you. Or see, is that Anthony Nukpenu talking to me like that? Can you make your mama bugo? You know, they went into the local language. Can you make your mama bugo? Oh, Hedy, today we have finished school. Allow us to also. He said we should go and sleep. It was around 11 p.m.
Okay.
In the night.
I know you're the parent side.
Or see and Koda. And we're heading towards the girls' dormitory.
Hey.
But we're not even going there, but we're just trying to roam about, you know. I know they can't chasing it. And they say, hey, Papa, so I remember one of the guys threw stone against his car.
Oh.
And he had a problem. So he said that night we leave campus. We should take our things and leave. And it was a tug of war, but at the point he has to mellow because other teachers came in and said, oh, well, he is right, but if you say these guys should leave, let me call you on one. Because their time to leave is tomorrow because they ended their exams today. Tomorrow, but 2 years people see her. So I think he found wisdom. Not that I want to grab who afraid we trade.
So your fellow colleague, I don't know your colleague.
We're all in the mood at that time. So you know, so it was that youthful exuberance. So we school, so you feel. And I remember I said, "Me yes, I'm not person or the room say, oh, sir, so stop it. Maybe I be the only faster."
If you are not going.
From there, I wanted to enter the military. I think that was the time I'm starting enrolling senior secondary school leavers into military academy. Actually, I had opportunity to go for the other rank, Shais, but I said no. So I mean, Crawford, Bopex, I mean, Bopex. So I think we roamed there and it wasn't successful. So later 2000, that time financial, this is so we tried to put ourselves somewhere economically to get something for ourselves. Young man, Charlie, that time now workman about the workman.
Hey, sure.
So, you know, so Charlie, Madam Fu will be only be now Pepe jeans, ni fubu, ni Sanya manuni a cons in Pabua. You know,
Fila
moon in Uncle. You need be a challenge. Those time they say, oh, tree fair.
Free program easy.
Charlie, a boy a bandana. You know, so you have to
also Saturday, jata
you know, this time you also have to do a lot of things to get some money in your pocket as a young man. Out there predominantly was farming. So Nkofu Yefu Ekodo Apa, Ekodo Obi.
Nina now
yeah.
Village.
No, all my life was around
okay.
So we basically your friend be Kakasunanka.
Oh, Kakasunanka.
After Michelle.
Yeah.
That is where I was born, bred, and that is why I was still living. I get him. The back of Dobi, brew a mama, Sikana, tomato food, meko food, you know, and we're also doing farming ourselves. Then the place started developing into housing. People started buying land and building. So we'll dig foundation, we'll dig manhole, pump, yes, we'll mix mortar and those things. So that was what we were in, young men, Charlie.
I say with your 5,000 bravo.
So by that time,
the biggest one there 5,000.
Yeah, man, full. I remember when I decided, my father said then I should go to training college, and you know sometimes in orientation, we had a certain perception about training college. Okoto form me, kasi okoto me say I'm a jope. Na me kaje so no kasi feeling form no nko. Me kaje say me naturally. He got angry. He didn't want to have any interest in my education, so. 2000 and how I bought my polytechnic form, he didn't even know. So well, then I said I had admission. And going to school. At an age block factory. Then I contacted my sister. I added some money. I want to pay my admission fee. I got to Cape Coast.
I remember Mr. Anthony Kwame Nukpenu on NDC Greater Accra regional organizer. On I'm near one-on-one. I feel no journey. For message, no comment, bro. The like it, ne subscribe to YouTube channel. Na work way na we when. You be a politics, ain't be a politics. You need be we or do polytechnic. If you are na time no be NDC ni, and if you NDC, if you start if NDC no, we do a regional. Then me I said the economy in your country. Then any we need a jan honor on so message. Or the man or man for I Brahma call constituency election, if you are regional election. Among some election, a quasay, vet and a quasay. So, Polytechnic.
Yeah, so I entered Polytechnic in November 2000. Electrical engineering, HND electrical engineering. So, the name was somewhere 2003. And then I went to Techiman to do my national service. By at that time, Charlie Juma said, I'm easy. So, in the private school, other being electrical contract, I don't have one on it. And name was so 2004. But before then, I was TSC, we back political line. 1998, I fully joined the NDC.
Okay.
Subscribed to the NDC as a member. And then
why the NDC? Is it because
why the NDC? Because I am not Votarian. Made the Madrid coach here in the hunger period of the 80s.
83
Yeah. I tell myself, say, look at the number of children we had. Say, yellow corn, ni wheat, ni sanyama rollis, brain in yasi dibe krum ha, yebi surviving, and I don't think.
Somebody will say he was the same person who brought the Tewanku.
He brought the Tewanku. What was the country before the Tewanku?
He was not part of the 79 coup, but they did the 79 coup. He benefited from the 79 coup. He tried in 79, 15th May. It couldn't go well. June 4th, 79, he had opportunity to lead the PNDC. Then he gave it to the AFRC. Then
yes, he believed in the people's power.
Then he came back to
believing in the people's power. And when the call came, he said, let's go back to democracy. First, fine, let's transit. No, the amount will be outside that. When the miscreants will come back again, I took the country to restructure it for 9 years into a proper state and handing over to civilian rule today. I think you and I are benefiting.
But is 83 common he did well because he made
there was famine globally.
Yeah.
Bushfires, no rain, crops were not going well. Even fishes in the river were dying. So there was famine globally. So how did he contribute to that? But it took a pragmatic leader to go and find food for his citizens. Look for food.
Then there was no NDC.
It was PNDC.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember PDC time. In Niana, a chairman crashing for near the bar. If you know best on. I
Because
get
your
it.
father is a military man.
Not because he's a military man, but I think we had enough space where they could store items. So we offered about 2 rooms where they could come and put the bags of maize, wheat, and those things. Now, Adichia, they are called PDC Center. So we went through that, but me, my grandmother was a victim of PNDC. The store, a breaking the store. Kalabule, Koforidua, through that, he never went into business again. He lost all her capital. Yeah, I get me. My father was a victim of crucifixion in the PNDC trials and things. But Nyami, and my father never relented. When they formed 1992, it was our house. They used to do the meetings.
Is it not because it's because of tradition?
There was nothing like tradition.
Kanya Rollins, I'm not sure so papa, but you need the NDC.
Oh,
because of our brother Nyato.
Well, it could be, but at that time, our house was a rallying point for the party. So they come to do the party meetings there. My father had no political office, but they used to come to him, seek advice. And we're getting, so the NDC meeting continued in our house until 2004. We had 2 big trees in our house that there was a storm and they uprooted all the trees.
Hey.
And the meeting moved out of that. So in 1998, after secondary school, I voted in 96 election. That was my first election I voted. 98, they used to have the meeting somewhere called Motorway, one Mr. Habada's house, where they amalgamate. The whole area was a farming area until that point. Now, Obiakon village. So we attended it one day and we said, no, it says it will break your home. So we formed like a cell. And I was acting like a secretary until the 2000 election. I was a polling agent in 2000 election. But the second round, I voted for Bufo.
Why?
Yeah. At that time.
That is 2004.
2000 election.
2000, okay, round off.
I voted President Bufo because there was some pride within our own selves, especially our leaders.
Breaking news. I have already current regional organizer for the NDC. So the year 2000, not the NDC, but Otuma president for then 2000, 20 years, 22 years ago. Now a call run of a president. Then we candidates for any 10 Professor John Ivas. A call run off no Otuma.
What is breaking news about this?
Otuma, yeah, President Gufo.
Yeah.
So I think I'll share. I mean, Greater Accra regional organizer, man, the NDC, and Nukpenu, one of my stories. Maybe did you do chair frame Kofi Chairman? Nancy Kofi. Answer yes.
Yeah, I voted President Kufo because then I was a student on campus.
Okay.
Cape Coast Polytechnic. Then we were even thing. We initiated a lot of programs that were looking for leaders to come to talk to student front, and nobody was forthcoming. So I remember Courage Kashiga met us.
Okay. The late.
Yeah, the late Courage Kashiga met us. The way he spoke to us, the enthusiasm to which rallied our mind.
Okay.
So we felt fine. We are young men. We've been in this system. Let's try Kufo.
Let's change it.
Kufo's 100-day speech got me off. And I felt these people, they don't have anything for this country. Because to now tell me, say, no leader should come and play with our minds.
Honest.
What kind of honest?
From the
I sit here today. I aspire to lead my political party in so many offices. I won't gain that office before I will tell the people I'm now trying to understand the challenge that comes with the office. No. He was a Ghanaian. He has lived in Ghana. He has been in the system.
He has been a minister before.
Yes. So the 4 corners of the country, south, east, west, north, you should have a certain vision of progressing the country. Into what now na afina Ubeka Nyama we are. It's one too many of leaders looking for power, telling us something, getting the power and trying to tell us we now want to understand the problem.
So moving forward, 2000 now 2 years, and then so 2000 and
Yeah, I was even a 10 executive in 2000. But so we thought Kufuor's coming will bring a certain direction that the youth were looking at. But at the end of the day, parading these old men,
then they were not old.
speaking their jargons every
20
day.
years ago, they were not old.
Every day, brofua
Tomatoes.
yeah, you get me. Jake Becca brofua kesi akufua do rishi. Are you getting me? Osafo mafo, nonenama, enam saloon, esain loan.
Go for Proku.
Tomatoes. Are you getting me? No, all of them. Hackman, who I think Western Housing then and now don't. It's the battles na di Western Housing first. Hackman call Bibisa brofun kwa. Nti kofu eden Gladys Asmamu. So we watch them, then we found no, these people have nothing to. So I became 10th president in Cape Coast Polytechnic, led the student front of the NDC. We were very vibrant. Lawyer Odro became an MP. I think in 2004 election. No, he couldn't be. It was Christine Cheche who was beating him up and down. So after that, after my national service, I came back. Then Afutiagbo wanted to go to Parliament. Yes, so we came. We prepared. Yeah, processing campaign. After that, I joined the constituency as a deputy constituency of Bongatamanso.
Okay.
Having been branch secretary for from 98, but we formed the cell. So after 2000 election, it became a branch, and I was a branch secretary and a student activist for 10 on campus. So 2005 conference, I went as a deputy constituency youth organizer. In 2009, we won elections. I became a propaganda secretary then. It was propaganda, no communication officer. We're marshalling the facts of
and I also who black, I can say brown.
Yes, sir, that is your understanding.
The great propaganda.
We had that. Then the same year, I felt no, there's a lacuna in the Greater Accra Regional Party administration. So quickly, I picked a form to contest as deputy regional organizer.
And who was then the regional organizer?
Mr. Jerry Akwe Thompson.
Okay.
Was the organizer. I served under him as a deputy for 4 years. In the year 2011, he was appointed as MCE for Gansaf.
That's how.
Yeah, that's Weja, then Weja, Anyaso, and all those places. So I became the acting organizer after 2000 election,
2012 election.
2012 election. 2013, I contested as the main organizer. I won convincingly against 4 other people. I held that position till 2018. And I contested again against another 4 candidates on Legon campus. I won convincingly. And
so
that's what I'm here. Yeah.
Okay. See, at the air politics, politics here discuss it. Yeah, we organizer first time 2002, no more power.
Yeah.
No more power 2012. And now call second term. Now we call 2016 election. We lose 7 seats. That was Greater Accra MPP for 21. And I'm going to call election. Yeah, what went wrong in your party? Then I'm going to
well, incumbency disadvantage was one. The fatigue of 8 years by the Ghanaians seeing one party in power for 2 terms, setting heavily. Were hit globally by the global challenges. All the rating agencies say rating down. Power challenge was in the country. Businesses were not doing well. So there was that general feeling about Ghanaians. And then as the political party itself there was a disconnect between us and the government because people were also not trying to understand what the government was doing within the same party. So there was that discontent. So it set in, and what broke the camel back was 2015. A certain thought say, Yema, every registered party member of a constituency should take part in primaries to elect parliamentary candidates and PCs. The management of that process was fraudulent, highly fraudulent, because people the books were not securitized, it was not guarded, people took it, registering all manner of persons. So that primaries, you see opponents of the party NDC going to cast a vote to determine who a parliamentary candidate, whilst members of the party, die-hard members of the party, were denied in several areas because me Anthony, me person me PC, Kofigo, ni na bush NPP, no ma register because me ni Kofigo fine, and I mean Kofigo nearby be pimpna, ma register mo nyina say mo beto abama me. I get me. Brawi NDC for because me ni nya tawanti, ma deny omo. So they know we are all living in the same community. On election day or primaries, no, omo Kofigo ni bush to aba. Omo su there zero. Me winning. Now Kofigo and his people are going to follow the NPP candidate because in that general election, they won't vote for me.
No.
Can I go and convince these people?
No.
Someone to about me. So that accounted to the loss of the seats we have because of the way we managed that process. That was why quickly after that election, we took a bold decision to set aside that register, put it into some dustbin, and have a holistic research, a roadmap of getting membership of the party. And that is where we are today. And that was one of the things that I counted to against in the 2020 election. And again, a lot of pragmatism went into the teamwork that we put, the zeal to make sure, say, visitation to the constituency, dealing with the grassroots, talking to the people, conscientizing them. It played a lot of games for people to work towards the goal.
Those seats in Greater Accra, but spoke of what Tuma will be for before 2020 election. Why?
Because I spoke the truth in 2016. What was the truth? We had a research and we outlined the seats that we were going to lose. And we're going to lose these seats because the personalities. So if you see, we won some of those constituencies in presidential, but we lost the parliamentary because the personality has faded in the eyes, the mind, and on the lips of the people. They wouldn't vote for the person because of the role he or she played in the registration of members. So I had a submission to the elders that look, this is the situation. Let's call this 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates. Let the flag bearer and the leaders meet them, assure them of certain appointments in 2017. Should we win? So that they will step aside, so that the people who are popular in the mind of the people, even though we are finished primaries, let's get them just to win the seat. That was not done. And that counted in the results. So they saw it. I get me. And in 2016, many of us sounded the alarm bell. Now look, our actions, our doings, what we are doing is going to cause us electoral defeat. Because appointees crown omonum kasa na marriage. Are you getting me? Marriage. So when you are in a difficulty, you face the difficulty and work at
2016 because of doom so that I had difficult among.
Yeah, so I mentioned the power challenge. It was part of it. But we were managing it, we were solving it, but the communication was not there. We were not communicating our achievements well and all those things.
That question, maybe sir, Michiam original chairman, I'll ask him that question. Because 2016, and I'm sure why I call former president.
Yeah.
Your mama said we need election. On a leading mono. I'll ask him the reason why. I'm more sure that white.
I was key in planning that thing. And it was one reason, even though we knew we lost the election, but the heartbreak in town, the kind of pain in the party rank and file. So we started and said, look, let's do something before the Mama concede defeat.
Okay. There's a stage.
Yeah, we stage manage it. Because at that time we knew we have lost the election.
Okay.
So we said, fine, then next month I even sent a message that called the people.
But we just had an tension back room supporters. So
in that meeting, we started psyching everybody that look, John is going to concede defeat. We have lost the election.
But
in his house,
okay,
we psyched the people. So everybody left there knowing the message that I was going to follow. Oh yes, we lost in glory.
And I will tell you the victory of the
NDC is coming again, and the people say, say, oh yes. So you bring your people to the reality, and that was what we did. And after he accepted and that there was an announcement, everything was calm.
And then I said, you get your share, and then
Ababa said.
Okay, no, Ababa said.
So, Ababa said. There's so many games in the political arena to get your people to feel with you.
I don't know, but still for 2018, I'm quite election.
Yeah.
Stop tomorrow.
Because I spoke the truth to the people.
And
I carried the people along. I made them to feel that look, collectively, you know, they lose yet. Stop pointing one finger at me.
Okay.
Finger now they You see, that is one thing about the politics. We are always quick to judge people, but we don't judge ourselves. Whatever we do is as a result of a team. The good, we must all feel the responsibility.
No,
the bad.
Success have many fathers. Failure is offer.
So in 2020, when we won these seats, today the message is it is some individuals whose contribution won Greater Accra, so, not regional
after 2018, 2 years to election, 2020. Mulusu, number 7 seats out of Greater Accra 24, right?
34.
34. He said more.
No, 20.
More 20. MPP
would have made the mark of 22.
MPP were 21.
21.
Okay. And now I'm about 7. Once Peter, now T radio should be a no travel tropa. Ewo kanko no money that. One seat and then be also sit in 1 year. But for the first time, okay, let me frame it to
92. Say
let me frame it to a seat and I'm 1 year that. 92 to any people for someone call. I'm
92
after them we need. After them we need seat.
Go to friends now.
After them we need seat in the after them we need after 92 we need you.
Yes, after 92.
So now
the number change.
But we change 2012. It change 2012. And we change that. So for the first time, what is our seat? Na nipa na what is our seat? Oh, yeah, chairman of the party. They said he's come to contest you.
On anyone?
Fifi Taylor.
Oh, really?
Are you ready? Can you face him? Seat I'm one that for a very long time. I feel you
on a
GC. Also about GC.
On a GC now.
Until then, can you contest him?
No, you see, the election is the election now. Year corner. As we speak now, akonya na ato. It will be a bit near preview one. It is on one who nemu of us say what does radie wasumbu obetimi aye the organizer of Greater Accra. One be seen the Obi and Sinikwan. And he is qualified by the guidelines to pick a nomination, file, and contest. But the delegates are the final determined. So we all go out there to tell the delegates that we emerge after 23rd what we have for Greater Accra. What have I done for Greater Accra? What has been my contribution? What do I have in mind for Greater Accra? What is my vision for 2024? That is my message. I don't consider people contesting me. Because they are not. They are contesting and they are not contesting me.
I feel I'm more primaries or constituencies.
Yeah.
It's saying it's easy because internal election there.
So far, very calmly, very enthusiastic, and very smooth. don't forget, say we started with over 7,000 police stations.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the branches.
yeah, here without hearing anybody fighting anywhere.
Is it because if you were but someone am managing it? Definitely as a human institution.
That is the managerial skills and the leadership we provided. Engaging the people, letting them know the process, understanding it. So that even playing field. So we sailed through 34 constituencies, 7,800 plus police stations. Everything smooth. We are in the second phase of consent conference. As you speak, you are picking nomination, you are filing, you are vetting and run. So far, have you heard any noise? Definitely, guidelines need you are spelling out. Unqualified people, but and also some are say appeal. Come and provide better particulars to show say you don't deserve that disqualification.
There's one question a person be some politicians. Party Jumani into Amaka, some election.
Oh, sir, it depends on the understanding.
It
depends on the understanding of people. The mindset will be at the back game and a community to that. So if you look at it, we abstracted the program. Next week, we're going to talk the 34 constituencies. We are going to engage all the aspirants and caution everybody, let everybody know that this is an internal process. Anybody who go contrary to the rules of engagement, even on election day, we can disqualify you. Because we want to run constituency conferences devoid of acrimony, devoid of tension, devoid of bastardization. Because when you win, you need a loser. Are you getting me? He's a party member. We because we are rallying that maximum support for 2024. And he'll be holding into the 2024 election. Inti maybe Kofi go attempt because we need a contest organizer. Maybe na attempt I can't say my name for who. Me win can I come tell you Charlie forget? It didn't say. So I will be happy if whoever will contest me, I'll beat you in front of the people with my message, with my intellect. I get him done. Go and stand there now. If you go your way. Now, so about no kind of true can. They say delegates, they cannot even pick any good thoughts from the two of us. So they take a decision that will not inure the benefit of the party. But let all be there. Because some tiao who are new there, then we will see the truth. So it's the knowledge, the ideas that we have for the contest. When we have good ideas for the party within our constituencies, within our enclave, why are we going to fight over? But sometimes some people aiding people, we mean penasem, you know. We not win.
We say your cartel, your cartel.
Oh yeah, the political system. The political system is a mafia system. Yeah, it's a mafia system. It's a mafia system. But you must play the game the way it comes to you. The way I go on the piano, strategize and play it. You can always outweigh the mafias. I've never been supported by the so-called big wigs of Greater Accra in all my contests in this city. But I've always beat them to their 7-7 in some form.
Me know baby, but baby the system of the country. Then, but me know baby your party. Move in regional, moko. Regional here that be November, right?
Yeah, November 12, 13.
Okay, so move you are now moko.
National in December.
National in December. Regional where way?
We are here to determine a venue, but we will choose a very conducive place within one of the constituencies.
Constituency, no constituency.
No.
Okay, definitely to follow
one constituency.
To follow and definitely to follow the constituency.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, some my accreditation, my back. You go media, my accreditation.
Oh yeah, we always accredit media.
Okay.
To come. So when you apply to come and cover,
yeah, promise me see
no shaking.
So our party national and TBI, baby who national any secret. And him say general secretary nipa me say na atwemuti. Me by on need dey say me the chair last na me bo bi. And him say honorable ebisi fi Accra. E person call secretary. And him say former propaganda secretary honorable Fifi Kwete. That's okay. Then let me introduce my very good friend, the PhD holder, Dr. Peter Kofi Buama Otokuno, aka DJ Jamilala, aka Ghana Card. On the didn't call the Kumino. Choboy, DJ Chamilala.
DJ Bomino.
DJ Bomino. Also, among the three.
Well, all the three are fantastic gentlemen, and they've almost contributed to the growth of NDC. But the office of the general secretary comes with a lot of responsibility. You need somebody with tact, intellect, somebody who has a foresight, somebody who is versatile, assertive, somebody who knows what it is. And among the three, everything I can say, but that is not a fact. That's not the contribution of all of them enormous to the party. But now, the gentleman who would have been the best replacement for the general secretary is Fifi Kwete.
Okay.
Because the qualities or the adjectives I outlay, I believe, all now. But Fifi Kwete need challenge our war with delegates and human relation.
Okay, the human relationship.
Yes, the human relation. And I must say he's not getting the edge. But Seka Obia at this particular time we need as a general secretary.
Obisu name party for him for second thought say Anka every Anka is good in organization organizer.
Well, that's one of the suggestions I made to him. There's a or person contested this position, I should go for national organizer because
you've seen him organizing.
He has been a deputy general secretary. He was operation.
So it feels that
I get him. He has been director elections.
Director of elections.
Not much has been done there.
But operations.
They have a challenge as election management.
Okay.
He cannot say
it's too emotional, eh?
He's temperamental.
Oh, okay.
Hot head. We don't need such a person as general secretary now. We need people who call the shots and play a very pragmatic leadership in making sure say we water down certain areas and move in a very submarine operation. The current persons, they always want to be seen in the media talking. And
why you two? I can't one.
Otokuno is a good friend.
My good friend, my brother, aka DJ
Otokuno is a good friend. It just recently Mati so also called. So me advise my man I can say hold the deputy general secretary.
Okay.
Go for a second term there. Build yourself. But you see, all too soon we rush, we jump the guns. Well, the delegates are the best. These are my view and my thoughts about them.
Now,
no malice, I don't have anything against
now
them.
To the
I speak my mind to it.
Party, Muni power, hold the power. Two veterans. The one everybody going to know. So a general secretary. The one guys say, go for any DV or Bejeson. Mosquito, idea new in general one. So finally, he's leaving that position. And after general secretary, the next position is higher than the general secretary, the chairmanship. Officially, on Shedan Camp also Obeka, as a walk. The same way, Michelle Obeka said, Samo Fusampofo. And then because he's the chairman now, and the general secretary now. Our person the chairman of your party. So I raise it. How do you take it?
Govi? Anthony Amiti now. Seminya Akwenya di general secretary for NDC. Minya Akwenya na me di general secretary for NDC. Looking at the constitutional responsibility of a general secretary of the party, me Jemu Amin di national chairman.
Okay.
Mindi.
Upon.
Yes. Because the epitome of the party, the all in all of the party.
You are the managing director of the party.
So why do I become a ceremonial chairman? And so maybe whether it's lack of foresight or lack of vision. Me general secretary, they may pre either running mate or a presidential candidate.
So the money by the same maybe say Uncle or for running mate for
Uncle.
But now he wants to contest aside.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to him.
That
is the party. You call the shots. The chairman is just like an advisor. Are you getting me? So I will not hold that office ran the party
for years.
years. Let me see me call
For 2000 from 2005.
Yes.
17 years.
So what kind of then like I vision in my political ladder. National chairman is nothing. The party is the general secretary. Tim, if you want more, I'll go for running mate or I'll go for a flag bearer contest.
Where we up on?
Yes, that's how I should be thinking.
But nationally, there's one position I'm sure will be uncontested. Yes, I mean the position.
Oh, football.
Really?
Oh, people want to make name. No, they will not win, but
why no be I think say MPP election will be because say a chairman win to me. Because there's a person who school fees. Contest in the job where do almost a school fees.
Yeah, but you can't underrate any personality until the last ballot is dropped. Saminam Ho, thankful baby. Even though many see him as the voice, the face of communication, the anchor to which our communication has drive over the last 4 years.
That's propaganda to
they were not necessary.
Okay, we have a few or no.
Yes, it's in 90.
Solomon Cancer.
Kumasi.
Yes,
Solomon Cancer time. And he is not Obia or Odobomo Obia. And maybe the way he's being heroed certain areas. Sedun Ketia was, but do you remember one Farrakhan? A boy from nowhere contested and got some number of votes.
Yeah.
I get him.
Yeah.
And then Koku also contested. So
it can be popular outside, but in the
yes,
party,
maybe in the party, Natanfu,
from Honolulu, are there positions back where come? The flag bearer of the party. Aba, where there are no secret. There's no secret about Kojobo.
Before you talk Kojobo, or call a unit committee program.
Kojobo and then I'm from a Hunter project. A former governor, former finance minister. Papa Dr. Comnado for Soboko. Then the man from Boli, then the former president. The man was born after independence 1957, 29th November 1957 from Boli Bamboy. From the state assembly to president, you still want to contest as the flag bearer of your party. As the more executive now, we will contest it. Your mama is become enemy to the NDC. Why?
That is Asema Wabo Shemwaka.
Oh, that's here about George Dean. George Boating.
Mentally derail people. Obi occupant.
I'm also a party. He has the right to contest.
He didn't even have a membership card. Not the membership card. Or belong to any branch. Obi na Dimuki Kanu. No. For George Boating as a preacher. Obi go now mischief class here. But for me,
Kojobo should try the last time now. But this time I say
Kojobo cannot pick form and contest. Kojobo, you can't pick form and contest.
Why?
It's, many of them they do this thing for fundraising. Yeah, we see Kojobo so contest assemblyman power. The Chrome Menshia Obelusu.
So
the contest between John Mahama and Dr. Dufour, if he finally decide to contest.
Obama, the former president contest.
There will not be any contest.
Really?
So you get an endorsement for John Mahama.
Okay.
You get Dr. Dufour will get some votes, but John Mahama will be endorsed.
Who do you prefer for him to be your running mate 2024 election? You used to go for the Professor James.
You see, I don't have that power.
Yeah, so now let's talk about the economy, like the state of the economy of this country. MPP forces they are breaking the 8 2024. They have a new crop of people, and they are looking at 3 people. Almost flag bearership, you know. Nipa, it's a 4, it's a 5. Though Dr. Baumia and
I think about 7.
Dr. Baumia and Kai, but Honorable Kennedy Japan make a statement. The president friend, a Greek minister, the man who celebrated his birthday yesterday, Honorable Alan Kojo Chamate, definitely better try. Then when I think the Akwero tomorrow, the minister of Sabbath
is going
and attack. Is it very free?
Kwabena Japan.
Kwabena Japan. That one man,
Nimo.
Adenimo. So said Dr. Bamia Bekan, they are made them at 67. Who are you people? Who do you people want to face?
All of them are failures.
Oh, okay. So let's talk about.
So I don't know what they will present to Ghanaians.
They will bring somebody who will going to be the 8th.
Well, the economy, as you at that house say, I know there's no economy.
Oh. Because
when all rating agencies rate you to junk status, then you don't have an economy. Economy, as I say, I know debt to GDP is above 100%. there's no economy. Economy, I mean, we intimate of fuel. They just projected our international currencies. Look at the depreciation level. And you have people who are not sober, who are not telling you the truth. Only telling you, say, any bullet that drops in Ukraine drops in me. And I'm like, okay, what kind of visionless comment from a president? And now, you see, the MPP discuss share some Fubebrim. Kofigo, Mufamu gadgets, and I'm called the Northern setup. Now, the so-called one village, one dam. Is it contributing prudently to the economy? How many farmers are around these dams doing all year round crop production, which will give you enough food for internal consumption and export? Are you getting me? One disease, one factory. People are putting out structures. How productive are they? So putting your money, who the sika she bibi muna say, and far returns, papa and bar, it's always make you the human being deficient. It's like woody eduania and add anything to your human system. You become deficient, malnourished, and that is where we have gotten to. Sikadudua akoniamemu, one village, one down, one disease, one factory, planting for food and job, blah blah blah. It has not made any returns to give growth to you and I, our economy. So we continue to diminish. COVID by no more fan brunya, no more re akoko chum krum ha. COVID, you see, researchers are catching me know say when you have underlying factors, enyawa a break you more, want to get time and it is economy near very strong, but stage manage economy. How would an economy COVID no be kunu? Once you got over 8 billion reserved to support your budget, sika unya COVID sika di buy no, usu usually manage COVID no, unya over 8 billion and all the budgetary support. In the end, as I same manager of the economy complaining say COVID dey kunu. Are you getting me? It is about poor management. It's about people without vision. The foresight is not there. Look, the country is. We are sick as a country. It breaks my heart.
We are just wait me have a solve problem.
The problem will be solved by you and I, the Ghanaians.
There's one thing I'm you, but there's one thing I'm let's take politics aside as a politician. When you say a man, we know, yeah, the citizens are some of the cause of the problem. Let me give you a typical example. You know, tofu from one food in that day. But tofu jeans, the woman say, Queen, brown, but yet your man, we a man for now, Bank of Ghana twist come. You see, 1% and 5% in there, you abolish it.
So ask yourself, what policy directive is that?
Yeah, it's your man.
And then one city crumple. We
are
looking at the higher denomination.
So that is part
than
of
the lower denomination.
The pressure is
so the people who have gone to the Yales, the Oxford, the Harvards, they come home with nothing. Get the paper.
Let's take for the politicians because you see how two way who opposition power bar power na bana wakopo. But a man for net your man. What can we change your mentality? Say one person now would deny but two could do be man he will spend that money.
Is it a man for the deny and I say is the policy because managers?
Who call those days that not told near you man? Who the code to they take it? Who the call more but what is the same bit here now?
Because the way why unyama dwadie enkoso yi nipa na oti won why frustrated who says that question to commander is like who did attempt
actually
frustration
is for us to educate the people.
Educate who?
You and I.
The policy makers should let everybody know this money still remain as our legal tender.
It's mobile power. What will you do? It's more power.
It's about redirecting the country. We have a lot to do as a country to make sure that we shape the mindset, the knowledge of the people. The way we are fixated to certain kind of food. Once we leave the kind of food that we can eat in our homes to grow ourselves, that mindset must come. You see, Omai and Africa,
but we don't have
leadership.
That's it. I have had a jumedi na besi. The only family need jumedi won chia me on Mr. Anthony Kwame Nukpenu or NDC Greater Accra regional organizer. I also akobiem for the third time say umeto abama na or NDC for to abama so moto abama na obeko for the third time say regional organizer ona I need the jumedi. Me am the jumedi won chia me frame Kofi Chairman and I see Kofi go. Do ɔne me yɛ dwumadie ne Richard Kuju a ɔyɛ technical director ma wi ɔne director ɛna Manuel Boating John Kofi Reko ɛna Kwadwo Nyantakyi then assistant producer to the show me and my wife Mrs. Rita Kuchu Chairman ɔna ɔproduce show no me am ne dwumadie ntia me frame Kofi Chairman and then 7 o'clock Liverpool against Rangers and then match and
we never walk alone.
LFC for life we wish Mr. Anthony Nukpenu all the best essentially going to election ya de ketwa and wish all omomoko promise no current constituency election. You read them free election with no violence in it because those who opposition, if anything goes wrong, it will also affect the country.
I promise the people, nothing will happen.
So you will show me now. Then Obi or election, you will say, I mean, count on all the best. Obi are also part of region, Greater Accra, Obi are also part of constituency.
No, everyone is
a officer.
I love everybody and I wish everybody the best of luck.
Okay, we also wish you the best of luck and we honor your organizer. They don't know about organizing. I will do an own organizer because
I'm still the organizer.
The day of your
I'm even organizing our own conference.
But per the constitution,
my term of office will end in the morning after the conference. There's 2 parts of the conference. Okay. There's a conference for the election. So when the morning conference ends, then we are dissolved. Then electoral commission takes over to run the election.
Okay. Yes. So definitely, the team of my story should say where Kofigo Media, you bring it live to you. Maybe it will be this election there. My accreditation will make sure.
Oh, your accreditations are sure.
So my viewers are more Facebook, YouTube, Kofigo Media, NEC election 2022. We'll make sure say remember. And the hope is said throughout this month. Now, for November, no, we need more of the NEC candidates. Now, me had my Friday. I so strange, or a former chairman of Accra Green to Olympics, or the current chairman of Greater Accra of the NDC. So the Greater Accra and Great Olympics, or a former chairman of Accra Great Olympics, or the current chairman of the NDC Greater Accra. Your friend Joseph Kwabena Adekoka. I'm here on Friday on a big guest. I will talk about NDC. I will talk about the Olympics. And when we say, yeah, I will go interview. No, can we say, and yeah, Adekoka and Kwanu will be able to do it. I'm here if you remember, could be at 1 o'clock sharp. Any Mr. Joseph Kwabena Adekoka. And the one secret be, who say, no one Abdul Malik Kubaku. Friday, bye bye.